Networking devices are the devices which are used for connecting computers, printers, other electronic device to computer network. If you want to connect your device to network, then you have to use networking devices. Further, the networking devices are of two types, internal as well as external. Internal devices are the devices which are installed inside the device, like internal modems, NIC cards or RJ45 connectors. Whereas the external networking devices will be the part of the network, like routers, switches, hub, etc. It means internal networking devices are present within the device. Means these are the devices which are installed inside any computer device or printer or any other electronic device, like internal modems, NIC cards, RJ45 connectors. Whereas some of the devices are part of the network, like routers, switches, hub, etc. So first of all, we will discuss internal networking devices, and then we will move on to the external networking devices. First internal networking device is NIC. NIC stands for Network Interface Card. You can also call it as a network adapter card, Ethernet card or LAN card. What is the working of this NIC? NIC convert serial data transmission into parallel data transmission and parallel data transmission into serial data transmission. Now, what is the meaning of this parallel data transmission and serial data transmission? Suppose you have a PC on the left hand side and PC on the right hand side. The data or information inside this PC will flow in the form of parallel data transmission. Means a PC uses parallel data transmission to transmit data between its internal parts. Whereas if this PC on the left hand side wants to communicate message to another PC on right hand side, then the message or information from PC on left hand side will move in serial data transmission form to another PC on right hand side. What it means is, between two PCs, data will flow in serial form, but inside PC, data will transmit in parallel form. So what this NIC will do, it will first of all convert parallel data transmission into serial data transmission, and then again it convert serial data transmission into parallel data transmission. Now second internal device is RJ45 registered jack 45. It contains 8 wired, that's why it is also known as 8 wired connector, which is used for connecting computers on a local area network, especially Ethernet. This is the image of RJ45 connector. Now next networking device, that is hub. Hub is a external networking device. Means it is not present inside computer system or any other networking device. It is a part of computer network which is used to connect multiple computers in a local area network. Generally, hubs are available with 4, 8, 14, 12, 24, 48 ports. Its first feature is always broadcast. What is the meaning of always broadcast? What it means is, let us see the example of hub. Here in this example, there are 8 systems which are attached to this hub. Now suppose if PC1 wants to send the message to PC8, then first of all message will pass from PC1 to hub. Now what this hub will do, it will transmit the message received from PC1 to all other PCs which are attached to it except PC1 because PC1 is the sender of message. So in this way hub broadcast the message received from sender. Why hub always broadcast? Because it does not maintain any type of table. It can't store MAC addresses, so it does not know what is the MAC address of sender and what is the MAC address of receiver. So that's why it always broadcast the message received from sender. Next feature is you can use hub to transmit electrical signals, as well as you can also transmit binary information by using hub. Third is it communicate in half duplex mode. What is the meaning of half duplex? Means at a one time only one PC can send the message. More than one PC if want to send the message, then they cannot do so because there is a single collision domain. Now what is the meaning of single collision domain? Single collision domain is just like a single room having a single entry and exit point. So at a time only one sender can send the message and another one can receive the message. This is the meaning of half duplex. Fourth one is, since hub is a LAN local area networking device, so you can't use it for creating a wide area network or internet. Now there are two types of hub, passive and active. Passive hub do not amplify any signal before forwarding the signal, so it does not require any electricity, whereas active hub before forwarding the signal amplify it. That's why it need electricity. Based on port type, there are also two types of hub. Ethernet hub in which all the ports have only RJ45 connector. Combo hub where several different types of connectors like RJ45, BNC and AVIA are available as ports in hub. Since hub always broadcasts the message received from sender, so there are some security issues associated with hub. Suppose PC1 only want to send the message to PC8, so by using hub you can't do so because hub will forward the message to PC2, PC3, PC4, PC5, 6 and 7 also, in addition to PC8. So always broadcast feature is one of the disadvantage of hub. Now let us discuss next networking device, that is bridge. In the previous networking device, we know that hub always broadcast the message. So hub do not pass on any message intelligently to the receiving end. Bridge is somewhat more intelligent device as compared to hub because it will first of all inspect incoming traffic and then on the basis of that traffic decide whether to forward or reject. See, in this case, suppose PC1 now wants to send the message to PC7. Bridge also forward the message, also broadcast the message, but in this case, unlike hub, bridge will broadcast the message to half of the network segment. Now how bridge does this work? Bridge actually contains a bridge table having port number and computer systems attached to that port. In this case, this bridge has two ports, port number 1 on left hand side and port number 2 on right hand side. Bridge table contains the entries that at port number 1 there are PC1, PC2, PC4 and PC5. At port 2 there are PC3, PC6 and PC7. When PC1 want to send the message to PC7, then what this bridge will do, it will forward the message to the network segment at right hand side. Means it will broadcast the message, it will pass on the message to PC3, PC6, PC7, but it will not pass on the message to PC2, PC4 and PC5. Unlike hub, in place of bridge, if suppose we have a hub, then what hub will do, it will pass on the message to PC3, PC6, PC7, as well as it will also forward the message to PC2, PC4 and PC5 also. So this is the main difference between hub and bridge. Hub broadcasts the message to all the systems attached to it, whereas bridge also broadcast but only half of the network segment. Bridge actually divides your network segment into two segments, divides your network into two different segments. Now what is the meaning of this forward or reject? Suppose now PC1 want to send a message to PC4. In that case, what this bridge will do, it will not forward the message to the network segment at right hand side. It will just pass on the message to PC4, which is also present on left hand side. Switches are also used to connect multiple computers together in a local area network, just like hub and bridges. But switches are more intelligent than hub and bridges both. Why these switches are known as intelligent device? Because they will send the signal received from sender to receiver only. There is a separate dedicated path between each device. And how the switches are able to do so? By using application specific integrated circuits, and switches also maintain a content accessible memory table, which is known as a CAN table, having port number and MAC address. See in this example, suppose PC1 want to send the message to PC8, then switch will forward the message from PC1 to only PC8, and PC2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they will not be able to receive the message. Switches work in half full duplex mode. It means at a time more than one PC can send a message because of having a multiple collision domain. That's why switches are also known as a intelligent hub, or you can also call it as a multi-port bridge. Nowadays we use switches in place of hub and bridge. Next networking device is a modem. Modem stands for modulator and demodulator. What this modem does, see this image, will convert the digital signals present inside computer system into the analog signals which travel across telephone lines. So conversion of digital signals to analog signal is known as modulation process. After that, modem again convert analog signal into digital signal, and the process of conversion of analog signal into digital signal is known as demodulation. So modem does the working of modulation and demodulation both. Everyone knows in computer system signals will travel in digital form, but across telephone line or any other communication media it travel in analog form. That's why there is a need of modem which convert digital signal into analog signal and analog signal into digital signal. After that, there is another networking device, that is repeater. Working of repeater is simple, it just amplify your signal. So let us see its image. It will convert your weak signal into strong signal. After traveling some distance through communication media, the signals lose some of its energy. Signals lose energy, it becomes weak. So there is a need of repeater to convert it from weak signal into strong signal, so that it can travel more distance and reach up to the destination. For example, as a communication media, you have used 10/2 cable. Then this 10/2 cable can communicate signal up to 185 meter. Now if you want to if suppose your destination is greater than 185 meter, then in that case what you have to do, you have to use repeater after 185 meter, and then after 185 meter repeater will again amplify your signal and make it strong signal, and then your signal can travel 185 meter more distance to reach up to the destination. After that, there is another networking device which is routers. Router is the inter-networking device. What do we mean by inter-networking device? Inter-networking device means it will provide communication facility between two different networks. Routers always work between two or more different networks. In same network, in same type of network, you can't use routers. In that case, you have to use switches. In terms of IP addresses, we can say that routers connect two different networks having different network IDs, whereas switches work in the same network in which all the systems have same network ID. But routers will always work between two different networks, and PCs connected have different network IDs. And one more thing, routers will not be connected directly to PCs. They will be connected directly to switches, and switches will be connected to systems directly. This image, there are PC1, PC2, PC3, 3 PCs which are attached to the switch on left hand side. Similarly, there are 5 PCs, PC1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are connected with switch on the right hand side. The network ID of PC1, PC2, PC3 will be same, but it will be different from the network IDs of PC1, PC2, PC3, PC4, PC5 on right hand side. So in this image, there are two different, one network is on left hand side, another network is on right hand side. For example, if you want to make a communication between IIT Kanpur and Delhi University, the network of IIT Kanpur will be a different network and the network of Delhi University will be different network. So if you want to make communication between two different networks having different network IDs, then in that case you have to use routers. After that, the last networking device is a gateway. Gateway is a device which is capable of converting protocols so that two different network architectures based on system can communicate with each other. It works as a protocol converter, and it is basically just an entry and exit point of any network. It is just the entry or exit point of any network. So this is all about your networking devices. Thank you.